and welcome to the Intrepid Wanderers in the land of Madeira. It's been kind of an interesting, weird time during the world pandemic of the COVID-19. We've had some pretty horrible audio problems, and we've lost a lot of our game. So hopefully this one kind of rolls out through. And is able to be posted to YouTube and makes some sort of sense. Yeah, it's kind of been a thing. But we have still been playing, even though you won't be able to see it because it won't make any sense to you. Sorry about your luck. I know that a lot of you are really dying to see this game, and I'm really sorry that you've missed that big chunk of gameplay. Maybe someday we'll have to, go back and look at the footage and try to recapture what it is that we did. Someone who reads lips really well. In the meantime, we'll just go through our sponsors and our pretend sponsors, the things that we advocate and talk about. And then we'll try to do a little catch up. So we still have our World Anvil page. I just like to show it off because it is such a cool site and has so much potential for anyone who is interested in world building. So you can put up maps and all sorts of stuff about your world, which for people who had free time in their lives, which is not me, you could definitely really make a robust world, which would help you out as you're building and designing game opportunities for your players, because who doesn't like to torture their players? Find me that person. Oh, you also have our YouTube, which again is pretty out of date. Our last video was up 4 months ago, episode 42, but we'll hopefully start getting some episodes up once we get all of our audio fixed. And we have our Twitter with 15 followers. Is that updated from last time, or was that...
Nope, that's where we were.
Okay, so we have acquired a few new followers, which has been pretty exciting. We mentioned a few episodes ago we tweeted a few episodes ago that we really needed a logo contest, and a couple of people really thought that was a cool, interesting thing, but then we never followed up on that, so I guess we'll have to think about that. Oh, someone's asking about is there a winner to the contest yet? And the answer is no, because we haven't come up with any kind of criteria for our contest. So once we come up with the criteria, then we can post some, some game stuff and come up with a logo contest for some people. But pretty exciting that we, have 15 followers who might actually be sort of paying attention. Kaifira, how are these? So tell us what we've been selling during this break. Tell me about sales.
Masks.
The whole time, just masks?
I mean, we've been selling some of our other usual things, like the pencils and shirts and whatnot, but mostly masks. Because, why wouldn't you want to put us on your face for the world to see?
That's...
And masks is a thing, and just like to add in, because I mean, hopefully this one has audio. I was partially kidding when I suggested the contest. Just to put it on the record.
No, I don't know what... Oh, gosh. Yeah, but who doesn't want a mask that has, like... Intrepid Wanderers on there? Oh no, I think it'd be cool. Mr. Intrepid Shenanigan, is that number 1? How has the socially distancing media been going?
Well, as everyone doesn't know, because the audio wasn't working, before the audio wasn't working, I'm pretty sure we had no followers. And now we have 15, so I think we're doing pretty good. All thanks to me, got us 15 followers, and now I'm just that good.
Wow. I mean,
wow.
I feel... Actually, as we're talking about our followers, I feel like we should also just take a moment and talk about Super Blood Warriors. If you are at all into games, shooter games, I don't know if anyone can speak to Super Blood Warriors.
Pretty fun.
It's a shooter game, correct?
Yeah, first person shooter, or you can play it third person, I think too.
Oh, and it looks like
Not
there's
that
a
I'm
capture the
aware
flag.
No, okay, never mind. First
Uh,
person.
I think capture the flag was broken when it got implemented. I think it broke the whole game mode.
oh, really? Also, we have 4 more followers than they have, so it's awkward. I'm gonna retweet one of their tweets. Let's see if we can get them some more games. So anyways, check out Super Blood Warriors. They're an independent game. They're still in development. And you can get them on Steam, I believe is the deal. In development still.
Because you can get the demo.
The demo on Steam.
Yeah, you can get the demo on Steam.
And you can also follow them on the Twitter. So just keep that in mind. Janfire. Jaunty Janfire. How is the
Well, you know, from all those mass sales, we're just you know, we're doing great, and all the hard work that that Intrepid Shenanigans Maker #1 has done on, you know, the socials, and you know, bringing in oodles of people wanting to sponsor us. So you know, we're flush in cash.
oh good. Yeah.
Does that mean we'll be able to afford an audio system that doesn't break?
Well, I mean, there's that. Ugh, I don't know. It sounds overrated. Okay, well, so just as a recap, see if we can kind of keep up the Wanderers have been trying to secure the vampire slaying armor and other weaponry. That was artifacts that were lost in the sea. And they have they went to the collapsing isle, and there were some shenanigans that did happen. I will say that they maybe made some friends, maybe made some enemies as well. Definitely shenanigans happened, but they did leave. I feel like the island was still standing and was not on fire when you left, but was maybe a little bit on the gimpy side. I'm gonna say gimpy side.
They were very excited with us.
Yeah, for us to leave.
I mean, you know.
I don't think they kicked us out.
No, I don't think they kicked you out. They just were probably excited for you to leave. Then you hopped on a ship and you're traveling towards the collapsing isle when you spotted some ships off in the distance, and you decided to go over and try to, I don't know, take over, sink the ships. I'm not quite sure what the goal was. You did kind of manage to jam the middle ship's steering wheel, so that one was kind of starting to ram into the one on the left. Everyone kind of made for the ship on the right. You have been working with, or fighting against, I don't know if you knew what he was, but some kind of mage of some kind who's been thwarting your efforts. Definitely wants you to go with him. If I remember correct, it's been a while. It's been a while. So you might have to help me out here, but from what I remember, Kyphira and Teddy were at the front of the boat discussing something. And Jane Fire was at the back trying to kind of sneak on board.
And that didn't go well.
That didn't go well. But I'm not sure where we left off exactly.
I had made my way back off the boat, and I was in the rowboat.
You're in the rowboat? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Teddy and I were at the front discussing going with him versus jumping overboard. If I vaguely remember correctly, we were like maybe getting off the ship now.
And Florin, I believe, is in the water, and she's a giant seahorse.
Yes.
Whoever
Was she
knows where
still?
Florin is. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, I mean, every time there's danger, she kind of, disappears.
I think she
Just kind of
was,
Dips.
I thought-
because
was she, or did she change back and was on the middle ship still?
no,
She had been
because
ramming.
Yeah, I
she
think she
was
was a
ramming-
seahorse trying to ram a ship.
yeah, she was trying to
Yeah.
ram one of the ships, and then I think because the other ship was running into it, she moved, and I think maybe Kyphira, you kind of saw her out of the corner of your eye in the water, maybe. I feel like that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and because I am, well, not that I always review anyways, but I am missing my audio, so I don't even know if I can grab onto the persona of this war mage that I had going on last time. So that's distressing. There's a lot of distressing going on.
I thought you fixed the audio.
I
sort
did
of did.
too, but I didn't when I went back and looked and realized that my audio wasn't there. The other audio, your audio was there, but mine wasn't.
Oh.
And who knows? It could still be broken.
Voice meter, kind of the worst. I mean, when it works, it's wonderful.
Yeah,
When it doesn't work, not so much.
I'm gonna go with that. It's pretty accurate. It's a great tool, but it's very quirky, and getting the settings right is definitely. I should screenshot what it's set at and be like, oh, this is what it needs to be, but that would take effort.
I mean, Sarah, if there's some before we play next, if this also has audio issues, you and I can certainly get together and I can
Oh yeah, yeah,
try and help you out because, like I said, I've been doing this at work, so
yeah.
there's some sneaky
Stupid.
things
I
I've
mean,
been tinkering with.
So great, voice meter. I think the other thing is because we're not going straight. Like I could, if I was just zooming this and I was sending it, live streaming this to YouTube, I could do that. I've been doing that. That's not a big deal. But because I'm trying to also grab it and send it through OBS so I can get the screen, it
And then
poor
there's
Teddy.
Teddy.
It has become
There went our
challenging.
character with no internet issues.
I also have internet issues, so we're gonna see how this rolls. My
That's
internet
why
just
you can't
drops
live
out.
stream. That's why you can't live stream.
Well, that's why I can't live stream because my internet's not that great. But it's the past few days, it just randomly just poofs out. Just like, I decided to not work. I'm not
Fair
working
enough.
now. Oh,
But yeah, so I think Isaac and I were debating our life choices. Because
okay.
the mage really wanted us to go to the island with him, and we were
Mhm.
like, but do we go or do we go back to the other ship and continue on the whole vampire quest thing? Because we get easily distracted.
Do you?
Well, Teddy does.
Oh.
I believe most of the time, if you were to go back and look at the earlier videos that had audio, any of our side quests were because Teddy was like, but I want to go down the cave.
Mm,
And Kakira was like, no, we've got vampire problems. Cave! And off he would go.
that does sound like Teddy. In fact, maybe it shows maturity that he's thinking about a different choice.
I don't remember if he was or not, 'cause I like. It took me until I saw the map and until we started talking about last episode for me to go, oh wait, that's what we were doing. Okay, I remember.
Yeah, no, I think he was thinking about not going. He was trying to get out of this.
Yeah, we were
which-
trying to find a way off
yeah.
the ship. We were debating
Yeah.
how to get off the ship, and or if we could get back to our ship. Off might not be the hard part. Back to the other one might be a different story.
Well, we just need oh, who's the seahorse right now?
Florin?
Florin that just pulled the rowboat.
Great.
I wonder if a giant seahorse could pull a rowboat.
So what you missed, Teddy, was we decided to jump over ship so you and I could get off the boat. We have no idea where Janfire is, and we only vaguely know where Florin is.
This is what we do.
I like how he just was like, oh, shit. Doesn't even question if I was actually telling the truth. No, we were discussing options and audio issues and things of that nature. But we were saying that most of the time if we get sidetracked on our quest to kill the vampire, it's because you've seen a squirrel and have gone, no, follow squirrel. But that last time we were actually debating getting ourselves off the ship so we could get back to our other ship. So
Which-
I definitely think the giant seahorse could pull a rowboat.
Which shows growth on the part of Teddy.
Right. But I like how you're totally willing to just run with my, like, yeah, we just jumped off the ship. It's fine.
Well, if we jumped off, we jumped off, you know?
I mean, I feel like it's either that or we end up going with the pirate. Again.
Another pirate. The last one wasn't very enjoyable.
I don't know, I like Dungeon. He was a cool character.
Pirate King Dungeon.
So Teddy, are we going to continue on the path of trying to...
Okay,
take
well,
over
there's
the
a couple
boat?
of options we could try here, right? I could invisibility us, but he counterspelled me earlier, so I have to be careful of that, you know? Or I could tiny hut, but that's gonna take a minute. And he could also counterspell that. But that would give us 8 hours.
But he could counterspell it.
And you'd still be on the boat.
Yeah, we'd still be stuck on the boat, but
Mhm.
we'd be stuck on the boat for 8 hours. But after that, we'd get our full rest in.
Can the tiny hut float? Could we jump overboard and have you tiny hut just on top of the water and let us all in?
I don't know how that would work because it's only a dome.
Oh. That might not work then. Never mind. I don't know. I think our best bet is to get off the ship and back to our original ship.
Okay,
Sooner rather than later.
Do you have any spells, I guess, that you can blast at him?
Well, I've used my fireballs. I could do the whole send fire at him. Scorching ray.
I mean, it's got to be like enough of a threat for him to want to like counterspell it, you know?
Oh, you want me to get him to use his spells?
Well, yeah, because I can't invisibility us if he can see us. Because he's just going to counterspell it.
I mean, if we were... Hear me out. We jump overboard, swim, kind of under where he can't get to us. Well, that would kind of be a waste, because at that point, does it really matter if we're invisible? He would see the movement of the water. Never mind. Dumb idea. I really...
Maybe we don't even need invisibility. Maybe we just jump off the edge here now.
I mean, we can both breathe in water.
Wasn't Janfire also on the boat though?
I think he fell off or something.
I guess we better hope so because
Are you all trying to decide what's going on?
We're
I mean,
discussing. We're just.
but I mean,
Oh.
we're
what's there to
deciding who we're going to
discuss?
will out all of our belongings to.
Oh.
When you take us, because, and we're, we gotta get it all situated and have it sent back, because you're probably just gonna kill us, right?
I mean, that wasn't. I don't want to reveal all of my plans, but I have much more amusing things to do with you.
Yeah, so we have just like a lot of belongings that we just want to make sure get to the right people,
I mean, you could just make a list and we could, sure we could make sure they get to the right spots if that's all you're worried about.
A list, huh?
Yeah.
I figure, when are we jumping?
How about now?
Okay, it sounds good.
So, well, we jump.
Okay. You jump into the water. He kind of just he just meanders over to the edge of the ship as you jump, and he's like, where are you going? There's a lot of water out there. Seems, well, okay. I guess if that's the way you want to do it. I definitely had some adventures planned out for you, but if that's
Sorry, we're not interested.
all right, you start.
Do they pay well? Wait, hold on. Do they pay well?
No.
Well, that depends on what you're interested in doing.
Kypheric, he says he's gonna pay us.
No.
Who was the one?
We're-
Okay, so you two are jumping in the water, and he's just kind of amused and like starts moving the ship towards the direction that he needs to go away from you. And the other ships are also like, you are kind of in the midst of a bunch of rather large ships trying to maneuver out of crashing into each other. He it seems like they're, trying to deal with that issue. Kyphira, you notice or you feel kind of a creature kind of bop into you in the water.
Then I look around.
It's a seahorse. It's a giant
The water
seahorse.
Yeah, water genie coming back for another deal. Great. Just like, okay, wild seahorse. Just kind of like, hi. Like really, I feel like my only assumption is that this is Florin.
I mean, I don't think she can.
Well, I mean, you don't know that.
I don't know that, but like, it hasn't tried to kill us. So.
I mean, giant seahorses could be friendly creatures.
It's a large seahorse. It's almost like maybe trying to nudge you, like, do you want to get on, or like you're getting the sense that it's almost like, do you want to ride?
Can't Kyphira still water walk?
No, I think that's Janfire that can water walk. but I don't know. It lasted like an hour, and I'm gonna say it's probably
No,
the
because
hour's
I
up.
pulled Janfire onto the boat with me.
Oh, it was Kyphira who could water walk. I'm
It
gonna
was me,
say,
but I feel like this whole thing's been more than an hour.
yeah. I'm gonna say
Um,
that doesn't work anymore.
I get on the seahorse.
All right.
Horse is like,
I mean,
yeah, give you a ride.
Seahorse kind of like goes over to Teddy and like gives him a little like nudge, and Teddy, you kind of see the seahorse. You see that Kyphira is on the seahorse.
Why?
Just get on.
But I can swim.
So can I. Just get on.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the seahorse kind of like looks around and starts heading towards the back of the, starts to like do circles around the ships, like
How fast is a large seahorse?
a giant seahorse can go 40, can swim 40 feet.
Not as fast as me.
I mean, it's really up to you if you continue to ride the seahorse. I just figured this way everyone would be together.
I can only make 2 of us invisible, so.
The seahorse is kind of, it looks like it's looking or trying to figure out something.
Do we know where Janfire is, Teddy?
Well, I had cut the ropes anyways.
Oh,
Like,
all right.
before the last
So, all right. So the seahorse kind of like you see. Okay, roll perception, the two of you, Teddy and Kyphira.
Ooh, I don't know. Janfire's pretty small. He's pretty hard to see.
But it's a boat.
15? Or, sorry, 18.
9.
Teddy, you are busy staring at your shoes, and
I'm busy
you're
calculating the speed of the seahorse.
Yeah, you're like, I could just, like, you're just busy arguing, but Kyphira, you notice that there's a little rowboat out there in the sea.
Kind of like try to get seahorse's eye, and I'm just like, hey, like pointing towards the little boat.
I don't think the seahorse knows what you're pointing to, but anyways. It's a
General direction.
seahorse! Anyways. You figure it out. Seahorse goes up to the little rowboat.
Actually, even better. I cast Speak with Animals when I notice the rowboat, so that I can communicate with Florin.
Oh! I think that she probably, like... Oh, they're pretty smart, actually. I don't know how much they
Probably
can
smarter
speak.
than Janfire.
But they're pretty smart. So, I mean, I guess... Yeah,
Knowledge
it's...
and awareness of beasts is limited by their intelligence.
Yeah,
but
no,
at a minimum.
yeah. The intelligence there is pretty... maybe it's her intelligence. Anyways. Okay, so you are able to communicate with her, and you go up and you look at the little rowboat. You go up to
Do
the
we
rowboat.
see-
I don't know. Do you see Janfire? Janfire, what are you doing?
I'm sitting there and I hand him the rope and say, "Hey, have it pull the boat."
Great.
Yeah. I mean, I guess between either Kyphira holding it or somehow securing it around the seahorse, the giant seahorse.
Well, wait, hold on. It is a horse, right?
It's a giant seahorse.
We can just tie it like a horse.
I'll just hold on to it. Let's just get back to our
Okay.
own ship.
All right. So you it takes a little while. I mean, not like forever, but it takes a little bit to like maneuver through the big ships which are moving on. And you make it, back to your ship. It's definitely like moved on also. So it takes a while. Actually, let's roll survival. Everyone roll survival. This is fun.
13.
Ooh, this is bad.
Ooh. Hey, look at that. 13.
That's what I got.
No, it's what I got.
It's also what I got.
Which is what I got.
7.
So,
Great.
yeah, you start going out. You definitely leave those ships, but you don't actually know which way to go, and you just start moving into the like you're just aimlessly swimming or maneuvering out in the water. And actually I think you kind of hit the end of Fulhorn's 3 hours because she can only hold that shape for 3 hours.
How many wild shapes does she have?
She has 2, so she could do it again. But she loses her wild shape and she's like, I don't know where we are.
Oh, I see. It was Florin all along.
Teddy.
Wait, what? Where'd the seahorse go to?
Well, I can change shapes into different sea animals. I guess you've never noticed that before, but it's one of those things I can do, just like Kyphera can
Where'd
do.
you come from, Florin?
I was in the water. I was the giant seahorse.
Oh.
There's a joke in here about women drivers, but I just don't know if I want to make it right now.
It's probably safer you don't.
Okay, so where's our boat? I mean, we left a perfectly good boat to go find our other boat, but now we don't have either boat.
No, we have this little boat.
We still have a boat. This is why I brought the boat. Had the boat pulled. Still have a boat.
Brilliant.
Just a minute. Yeah, so
Are there any oars in this boat?
yeah, sure, there are some oars in the boat.
Come on, we can just row. Let's just row somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not very strong. I can't do it. I have very weak arms.
Well, now's a good time for you to get some strength.
Yeah. Best way to get strength is to start working on it.
Ooh. Sounds tough. Sounds like work.
Yep.
It would be.
Yeah, but where are we rowing to?
That
We
direction.
can't just aimlessly row. We could be heading
That direction.
out further into the sea.
There's land in every direction somewhere.
Okay, but how long is it going to take us to get there?
As long as it takes us.
You're quite the survivor there, Janfire.
I don't know. I'm just, we are where we are, and we wouldn't have been here if somebody didn't have the bright idea to go over to the other ship.
Whoa. Shots fired.
Ooh.
Yeah, you don't know. You have no idea where you are. It's just all kind of, just looks like a bunch of sea.
I mean, we knew the general direction that the other boat went, didn't we?
Yeah, so I would say this because it's a fairly large body of water that you can't actually see land, and so that's part of your problem is that you're not able to orient yourselves. Like for whatever reason, like the ships have been moving, those ships have been moving. They were coming towards you, but then they got like twisted because you jammed that steering wheel, and then you guys
Okay.
retreated, and like there just was a lot, and now you're kind of aimless in the middle of the sea somewhere, but you don't know where. Like you literally, there's no. I don't even think I know where you are, which is awkward because I don't know what to do.
We were heading to Mooncarn.
Yeah, that's where you were heading.
True.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't think that's you're just aimless. You don't have.
Question, and this may or may not work. Were there any kind of animals on the ship that we were originally on?
Animals on the ship that you were on?
Mm-hmm. The one that we picked up to head to Mooncarn before we got.
Not that you know of. Probably like a bird or something, but.
Anyway, why don't you build one of those circles and we just teleport to someplace?
What?
What?
Build one of those circles?
Yeah.
Build a circle?
Build a circle, and I heard someplace at some point in time or something that, if you build it correctly, we can just jump in it and it'll teleport us. Can't you do that?
No. I think that you have to be a magician or something. You have to be a wizard to do that.
Oh. I was sure Teddy said he could do that.
I don't think I had ever said that I could do that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you said you could. Maybe that was just you gloating to me one time when you were drinking too much.
I don't think that has ever happened.
Not that you remember, but you wouldn't because you were drinking too much.
Kyphir doesn't even let me drink.
That's for good reason.
Right, but you're not always in sight of Kyphira.
Ooh, my internet's unstable, so it's awkward.
Your picture is frozen.
Oh no!
Quite the funny face, or it was.
Well, I guess we got to go in some direction.
Yep. Let's go.
I mean, maybe we could wait till night and see if there's a North Star or something.
Does anyone know anything about stars, or I feel like that's another survival skill.
Oh. Put up the tiny hut on the boat. We can get some good rest.
Yeah, I could do that. Is that what we're doing? Tiny hut and then wait, or do we just go in a direction?
I don't know.
We could also,
Hey, you know what'd be a real bummer?
what?
Is if we decide to go into a direction and we wind up right where the pirates were going.
Why would you put that out there? Why would you even speak that? That's like asking.
It would just be it would be a crazy coincidence, you know?
I mean, so
That would be an incredible coincidence.
would we have noticed where the sun was in relation to to our sailing direction prior to the?
I think that was part of your survival check.
Oh, okay. The one where I got a 4
Yeah,
or a 7 total.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
That was you going, I don't know what the sun is. Maybe it's cloudy. I don't know. Maybe it's cloudy and like you can't see the sun, so you're just like it's part of the disorientation. Well, I mean, I could go underwater, but I don't think that really helps everybody else out. I don't know. I know that Kyphira doesn't have to sleep as long as everyone else. So if we were able to keep going at least as long as we could, so Kyphira could rest, we wouldn't need the tiny hut. And the rest of us could rest.
I mean,
What's
other than
Kyphira
exhaustion,
gonna
I don't
do?
really need any rest.
Kyphira's gonna row us while we're resting.
Oh, you don't need rest, Janfire? You don't need to...
I don't think so. I mean, I spent a little bit of stuff, but it's not a big deal.
I mean, I'm not super low on spells, but like, I couldn't do another fireball today if I wanted to.
Yeah, I mean,
Until
I
got a long rest.
I have some stuff left. I don't have a ton. I'm not at full capacity, but
I mean, I have some spells left, but I don't think any of them really help us in our situation currently.
well, I mean, I could...
If
Oh, you know what? Just a minute. Let me just do a little thing. She just does a quick... Florin does a quick little thing, and she's like, it does seem like a little a little golden orb appears, and you can see like it's clear for a little bit, it gets dark, and then it gets really like inside the globe it gets really rainy, like really huge downpour. She's like, it's supposed to rain tonight, so we should maybe try to find somewhere to go.
Kyphira, aren't you like a druid? Can't you like commune with nature, or like talk with the nature, wind, spirit, things, and just be like, aren't you buddies with those? Can't you just like, call them up and be like, hey, which way do we need to go?
I mean,
Isn't
that's
that how druidic powers works?
it's
I
not
think you're
quite...
confusing me with any other druid.
Oh.
I can like move us along with a gust of wind, but I don't know which direction to
That.
gust us
What
along.
Florin said. I could do I could gust us along as well. We need to
But
pick a direction.
we're on a rowboat.
We're on a boat.
We're on a rowboat. We don't really have sails.
We could still move us along.
Wait, don't I have? Aha! See, this is why I keep everything in the bag of... I have a blanket in the bag of holding. We can make a sail.
Oh, I see what you. But you would have to put the sail on something. Do we have an immovable rod or anything?
That would not.
Oh,
How would a movable rod help?
So that it doesn't detach from the ship.
wait.
Yeah, the immovable rod just wouldn't move. It doesn't attach itself to anything. It just doesn't move.
Fair. Good point. We could, in theory, use one of the oars, but we'd be screwed if it snapped.
We can use my quarterstaff.
See? Brilliant.
Or wait. That might be it. Just trying to see what else I have that would.
I have a bag of iron spikes.
How does that help, Teddy?
I don't know.
Well, but we could use the iron spikes to somehow attach the blanket to the staff. I just don't know. Oh, no, wait, okay. I think if we folded it into a triangle and use the iron spikes, we could have at least part of a sail. Okay, roll intelligence checks. Roll because you've been working. Ooh, I don't know. She just rolled a 7.
Yeah.
13.
Natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
14.
So, Janfire, even though you,
No,
generally.
this makes sense because Janfire was also the one who was trying to fire the cannon earlier, and he was paying attention on the boat
Right.
on how to fire the cannon. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that he would know how the
He-
sails work.
has some kind of prior knowledge that just allows him enough to think of how you could attach this.
I mean, it's still only 18, but I did roll the natural 20, so.
Oh, well, yeah, no. I mean, it's fine. You figure out enough that, like, because I think that one of the things, like, a natural 20, like, a natural
Indicates
20,
the negative.
if you're still not that smart and you get a natural 20, you, like, it's not like you know the answers to the world. It's just that you know answers that, right? Like, it still has to make sense within the realm of the. I think
Right.
I learned that with Critical Role and Grog, right? Like, even when Grog rolled a natural 20, it wasn't like he knew everything. It was just like somehow they made it work. Anyways, you figure out how to, like, get some, like, you get a rudimentary kind of sail attached to this rowboat using what you have for pieces, and then between Kyphira and Faloran, if you want, you can gust of winds yourselves.
Well, Flora, maybe we should take turns doing this so we make the most use of our abilities, and B, don't break things.
That's fair. Yep. I can gust of wind for. Let me just double check what's down here.
I can do it for 2 minutes and then I'll be out of 2nd level spells and my 3rd level spells.
I can do it at will, and then I think I can do it at least once or twice more. But only for a minute each. So, I mean, it's not going to get us a ton of time, but it will give us a little time. And I think that actually, if we give ourselves a gust of wind, and then let the rowboat go on the right, like go on the gust,
Let it
and
go
then
for a while.
right, and then add in right, like add in some.
Yeah.
I think that
So now we just have to pick a direction.
yeah. Let me. This is too amusing. Just a minute. Okay, roll an 8-sided die. Oh, and I think Florin will too as well. So Bithynia.
Wait, who's rolling an 8-sided
Just Kyphira and Florin.
die? Okay.
2.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, you managed to oh, I wish I had the other. Oh no. Okay. You know, it takes a while, like a couple hours, and it's starting to get dark, and you can definitely see that the sky is getting dark, but you do eventually see land off in the distance, and
We stay in boats.
you don't see any boats. It's just some kind of land.
Hey, we're almost there, guys. Just a little bit longer.
Yeah, but to where?
I don't know, but it's land.
I like how you're just so willing to.
It's better than the water.
Probably.
You can't tell me land is better than not land.
Mm.
Well, I suppose that also could be determined by what we find on that land once we get there.
I'm sure it won't be awful.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, I mean, we get to land, and then I can just do the tiny hut, and then we'll be good for 8 hours.
I mean, I suppose that's an option.
And then we'll just have to figure out how to go from where we are.
I gotta get a better.
And I swear, if we encounter pirates again, Teddy, it's your fault.
That would be such a coincidence.
And it will be your fault.
Okay, so you get closer and closer to this land. Um, it's dark at this point, so by the time you hit shore and stuff, there's no discernible, like, it's not a city. You're not at a city or anything. You're just able to kind of like pull up into like the sandy beach area is pretty much what you kind of have encountered.
So, maybe we should pull the rowboat up a little bit so that we don't lose it, just in case.
Yeah. Are there any like bushes nearby or anything where we could kind of?
Yeah, there's some bushes. So you can tie up the rowboat if you want.
Yeah, we could tie up. Maybe try to find. Tiny hut is a great. All definitely could use some rest, but like I don't want to be having the tiny hut go poof and have us be surrounded by a bunch of very unhappy, very grumpy people because we're on their land.
You really are no fun.
Why would anybody be unhappy about us being on, being on some land?
Yeah, who would?
Oh, I don't know, those Tritons that we encountered at
What Tritons?
Crossing Isle, and the monsters that wanted to keep you forever.
I'm pretty sure we figured that all out in the end.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Yeah. I just wanna. I think. Okay. So it's just you're able to tie up the boat. It's dark. You hear some rumbles of like thunder and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's gonna rain. Better get that tiny hut out.
Teddy pops out his tiny hut.
I'm going to ritual cast it.
All right.
So that's gonna be. It's gonna take 11 minutes to cast.
All right. So as you're ending your casting, some water droplets. It's starting to like rain on you. You're getting a little bit wet, but you manage to wrap up the tiny hut without being fully drenched. Although you are pretty wet at this point. Yeah.
Build a
Bummer.
fire.
Can you build a fire in the tiny hut?
I thought we had this discussion last time.
I think you can.
Okay,
I
it's
think-
fine.
I mean, I can. I could. Casting, not the issue. Are we gonna smoke ourselves out in the tiny hut? Is the issue.
We'll just say you can. You build a
Okay.
little
The
fire to
atmosphere
dry.
inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside.
Get some stuff together and Kythera just
I
produce
mean,
flame.
I can just cast prestidigitation and dry myself off. That's a thing I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I
and if
think
you do it,
can
I'm gonna
take
go
it.
over and give you. I'm gonna go over and jump on you and get you all wet again.
Oh, darn. I guess I could just cast prestidigitation and dry myself off again.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like the wrong move.
Florin actually is probably pretty happy just being wet, so it's fine. She's like, oh, this is fine. I don't care.
I'm gonna chill next to my fire.
Yeah, I'm going over next to the fire.
All right. You all like figure yourselves out. Any discussion before bed?
I mean,
Man, we really got out of that situation, huh? We were gonna get paid to do stuff.
Ugh.
yeah, and we also managed to lose our boat. We should probably figure out. Where we
What'd you do with all your stuff?
What stuff?
Did
our
you
stuff.
bring all of your stuff with you when you left the other boat?
Well, if I didn't have the bag of holding, how would I have the blanket to make the sail?
Sail.
The real
Just-
question is, did everyone else bring all their stuff?
Just checking.
I mean, I feel like Kyphira would carry a lot of her stuff with her, because how else would I have stuff to cast spells with?
Right, yeah, like, I mean, I kind of feel like,
Well, I
this-
mean, druids only need a focus, which is usually just like a wooden staff or something.
I feel like some of these spells do require stuff.
I think that, yes, they do, but if you're a druid, you use your focus. But-
Unless it says that it's consumed.
I also think probably knowing yourselves, you're just... You
Paranoid
grab
enough
your
to
stuff.
Knowing
carry it
how
all with
much
you?
trouble we tend to get into.
Right, you're like...
That we just need to carry all of our belongings with us at all
Mhm.
times,
Right,
just
right.
in case.
Yes.
That sounds like us. Paranoid at best.
Sounds like us.
Alright,
Oh no.
yeah, you, sleep, you go to sleep.
I'm at the edge. I'm at the edge of the hut.
The edge of the hut.
Yeah.
Well, Kyphira wakes up first. It's still kind of dark out. Doesn't really see anything exciting. You know, there are definitely always animals out and about. At any point in time, right? Like in any nighttime situation, you know, sniffing around, peeing on the side of the hut. But nothing that, you know, triggers you to be like, oh, this is a big deal. You all wake up in the morning. It's
Sarah, you're cutting out again.
oh no.
That's weird. She
Oh,
wasn't
she
coming
wasn't.
out for me.
You know, she wasn't for me.
What?
Ooh, someone has
Oh,
bad
My
internet.
internet's unstable.
Whoa. It's just a night of bad internet.
Wow. So far, I'm the only one that hasn't had unstable internet.
I don't know if that's good or bad. So you all wake up in the morning. It was a stormy night. Actually, it stormed through most of the night. So even Kyphira, as you know, had woken up, that it was still kind of raining, and the animals that were peeing on you were peeing on the hut, on the side of the hut, like a dog would do. They were wet, so. Yeah. So you all kind of wake up in the morning. It's still damp out, but things are, you know, it's looking okay.
So,
It's not raining anymore?
no.
It's not raining
Okay.
anymore.
Okay, so I don't need to cast Tiny Hut again.
No, we need to figure out where we are so we can figure out how to get to where we were going.
Let's go that way.
What direction do you actually point in? Back to the water?
Yep.
I figured.
Well, okay, well, here's an option. If we follow the coast, we might get to a coastal town. You know,
Are
like
we-
a fishing village or something.
And are we trusting that if we walk away from our ship, that it'll be here when we come back?
You know, who's gonna take it?
We don't know. Maybe the last person that shipwrecked here.
Well, we should hide it well.
Yeah, why don't we do... we'll spend some time hiding it, and then we'll walk along the coast.
Well, hey, on the bright side, though, whoever was following us is gonna have a tough time finding us this time.
Huh.
We're gonna have a tough time finding us.
Have you even found yourselves?
No.
I'm not even, like, where... I have the bottom of you, but not the top. Where's the other piece?
In this world, does the sun follow the same principles as the sun? You know, on Earth, it rises in the east,
I think
sets in the west.
we had this discussion once. I don't know if it's over here. Is it? Let me go find one thing because I gotta find something else. But give me 1 minute because I think I can't remember if it's suns or moons that there are more than one of.
I don't remember our world having more than one sun or moon.
Hey, you never know.
So what are the chances we landed back with the pirates?
Perfect.
It's great. It's fine. Totally fine.
We walk to the town and get to the pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's an option.
Oh no.
I could turn into an owl and fly up into the sky and see if I could see anything.
An owl is a nocturnal creature? Could you do a different shape?
Why does that? Do you think I'm just gonna turn into an owl and just fall asleep?
I was gonna go with the more or less. People might be suspicious if they see an owl in the middle of the day.
Okay, well, I could turn into a giant owl. Does that help?
about you turn? Well, I don't know how fast they fly, but an Arctic tern.
It's not on the known list of polymorph animals that I know.
Or what is this list of animals that you know?
I mean, it's kind of a long list, but giant owl is pretty good for scouting. Any other flying ones? I could be a giant bat.
Anything that's normally awake in the day, what do you got for that?
That can fly.
Yes.
A vulture.
There are actually two suns. There's one sun that you don't see very often. Like, it's farther off in the distance. And there are 3 moons. Interestingly enough. The one thing
They
is
both rise. They both rise at the same place, wouldn't they? Because of the rotation of the planet.
it's a very interesting setup, but because I think that the one sun, I never really thought about it when I set up the world, but I think that because the one sun is so much farther away that you might like see the dull light, morning light of the sun, but one is definitely not as bright as the other, and it's the main sun that you typically kind of follow. But the one thing that you do is you kind of like look around at the space that you're in. I don't know. Wait.
We can figure out which way, like, north and south is from where the sun rises, right?
Do a survival check.
Okay. 7.
I got a 17. If I got to roll.
Wait. 8. We survived real well, guys.
So
I did fine.
Janfire's pretty sure he knows which way you should go. Well, which way is north. He feels pretty confident about that. You do kind of look around. I don't know. What are you doing?
We're trying to figure out where we are.
I'm trying to convince the Intrepid shenanigan maker number 1 to turn into an Arctic tern because they can fly really far.
Okay, well, it's not on the list.
Why don't we start with the original plan? We'll figure out. We'll walk the coast and see if we can't find. After we had the boat, that is. Why don't we go for a walk and see if we can't figure out where. Well, if there's a town somewhere, and if there is, where we are.
Well, we're next to water. I could just swim up the coast. Swim up the coast real quick.
I'm not sure it's a great idea that we get separated again.
Come on, I got all my spells back.
Just to reiterate, I'm not so sure it's a good idea for us to get split up again.
Okay, I guess I'll join you the slow way.
Thank you.
Okay, which way are you walking? Right or left?
Right?
Okay. You start walking down the shoreline. It's You follow the shore, and then it starts to get rocky. So uh, you could either start climbing like over rocks, or well, like the most obviously, it looks like it's like rocks and cliff. Like if you were to continue down the shoreline, or you could swim, I guess.
Anyone good at climbing? Because I'm not
Acrobatics?
particularly. No. I don't believe climbing is acrobatic.
Faloran kind of looks at you and is like, it looks like there's maybe a little path if we want to just go up this path if we want. I'm just saying.
I mean, if there's a path, that would work.
I
So
try to do a handstand on a rock.
okay. Do acrobatics.
Oh wait, I get to pull out my skill because I just rolled a natural one.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Nope.
Oh, but you're okay. Yeah.
I'm a light foot, so on a natural one I get to re-roll. That was so much better, a 2, but that comes out to a 10.
Yes. So the rocks are really, really slippery, and you kind of they're slimy. You hadn't really planned on that, and
That's
you
fair.
definitely you don't make your handstand. You slip and fall. Do a dexterity roll for me.
The dexterity save or
No, just
normal
general.
dexterity? 18 total.
Okay, you do manage to save yourself. You make it look graceful, and you don't hurt yourself. But
Okay.
it's not like your butt hurts, but it's not
Yeah, perfect.
right. You may okay. Everyone else starts going up this path that goes up above.
Grandfire, what are you doing back there? We've already started leaving.
Did you see that amazing handstand?
No, we started going up the path. I don't know what you're doing back there.
You go up this path that climbs up into the hills a little bit. You could still like see that the water's not that far off, but you are climbing up, and as you go up, you can see that there's like trees and stuff. Like you're kind of in a like a mountainy kind of area, kind of near the top of this little zone. So you kind of get to the top of this crest. It takes you a little while. Actually, everyone roll like a let's do athletics. Let's do athletics.
10.
Oh, that is another natural one.
Hey, no, 19.
All right, so what I ended up with is 13.
Okay. Well, what'd you roll, Kyphira?
9 or 10.
Okay. I mean, you struggle making it up this path. Uh, everyone else seems to do okay. Janfire is also got a little bit of the struggle bus going on, but does manage to make it up. You kind of come to a kind of come up to the top, and you can see that you're at the um, top of this, this cliff, and you can look
Please
out.
no creepy house. Please no creepy house. Please no creepy house.
Extra creepy house.
Whoa. I wasn't gonna put a creepy house there, but now I feel like I should.
Creepy cabin.
No, but you can look out, and you can see that,
Castle.
even from that area looking out into the water, there's just a lot of water out and around there. You haven't so even though you've kind of like walked up a little bit, and then you've walked right a little bit and then climbed up, you still are on the coast. You're still coastal. The path does kind of continue. It seems to curve a little bit, but it does continue. Seems to kind of follow the side of the shore. If you want to follow that, it does look like there's another one that kind of cuts into the trees.
Continue following the path. Wait, do we see? Can I scan the horizon for maybe any like smoke? Like
Sure. Roll perception.
you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
smoke that would be coming from houses or camps or something.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling perception. 16.
Okay, you don't see any anything out there like
It's not looking good, guys.
Turn into your Arctic turn and go find us something.
Okay, well, an Arctic turn, I can't turn into an Arctic turn. Okay, I can turn into an owl.
That's no good.
I mean, if the choice is we continue aimlessly walking and waste more time versus him getting spotted as a nocturnal creature flying around in the daylight.
Okay, I really don't
will
think that's gonna
risk it.
matter. I could fly up into the air higher than anybody could do anything about.
I mean, if you think you won't get caught.
Wait, hold on. There's another option here. I don't know if it's better.
Owls only fly up to about 300 feet. I don't know how far you think 300 feet is, but 300 feet isn't very high.
Okay, well, I could turn into an eagle.
That would work.
That's a better option than an owl.
I don't think it's strictly that much better.
Well, it seems how eagles fly over 10,000 feet. Can fly
Why can
over
I turn
10,000
into a giant owl but not a giant eagle?
because you set your character up incorrectly.
No, okay, it's the spell. Also, I can only use it once a day, and I think it only lasts for an hour. Yeah, it lasts. It lasts for an hour.
Okay.
It might not go up 10,000 feet though. Then
Yeah, that would hurt coming down. But anyways, if you want to go fly around as
Well,
an
I
eagle,
mean, I can fly 60 feet, so
What are we doing?
I think he's flying.
Fly like an eagle. Okay, so you turn into an eagle. Where do you go?
yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast polymorph.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn myself into an eagle, and I'm gonna fly into the air, and I'm gonna fly over the path a little bit to see what might be coming up. See if I see anything that way.
Hmm. I think okay. So are you flying over the two different options of the path?
Wait, we have two different options.
Yeah, the path kind of splits. There's you can follow the coast or you can go into the woods.
Can I fly high enough to see both of the paths?
Well, I mean, for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do that then.
Okay.
What does the coastal path look like? I have an hour, so.
As you're up there in the air, you start to realize that the coastal path, like, as you kind of follow this coastal path, the coastal path kind of circles around and starts to turn to the side. So actually I'll just let me just see if I can make a visual here. This is why we got roll 20, right? So what's on here? Can I just clear the oh yeah, clear drawings. Yeah, clear. Let's see. So y'all were kind of like here. I'm just gonna like do this, and I'm gonna do this, and like this, and then I'm gonna make this. So you kind of had done this. You followed this thing up here, and then you kind of like went up this path, and then you went up, and you kind of hit this little like outlook, right? And you were able to look out. So I hear that's the water. Okay. You with me? You with me right now? Everyone except for Janfire, because he's not on roll 20.
Slacking. All right.
Okay. So, Teddy. Oh yeah, in your path. So you're here. And then the path, like, it kind of like goes like this, you can tell, and it goes like this, and then there are some trees like this. Those are really great trees. Like that. Okay, you with me, Teddy? You with me? So you're checking out this path, and you notice it kind of like goes like this, and then like this. I don't know how far you want to go, but it's going like this.
It didn't load for me.
Oh, Oh, where's the one I'm on? I think it's this one.
There we go.
Okay. It's starting to look like this. Are you gonna keep flying?
Is that the path or the?
That's like the coast. That's the coast.
Oh, so the path just basically follows the coast at this point.
Yeah, there is one path that follows the coast. Yes.
Does it look like we're on an island, or can I like fly high enough to see if we're like on an island?
Are you gonna fly higher?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, you fly up a little bit higher, and you realize that you're on an island. Yes, you've hit an island.
Oh, excellent. Do I see any buildings or anything?
You don't necessarily. You can roll perception.
Haha. Eagles have advantage with perception checks. Oh, that was a pretty good roll. So that would be 20.
Okay, it does look like.
Oh wait, no, it says skills perception plus 4, so that would be 22.
Okay. It does look like kind of around here, kind of up through the thing. It looks like there's something. You're not really sure.
I can't quite make it out, but there's something there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll fly back now that I
Okay.
have an idea of what we're dealing with.
All right.
Squawk.
What?
Squawk.
Oh, you came back to us?
Yeah, has it been an hour yet?
Well, I mean, do you fly up there for an hour and like putter around?
If I still have time, I guess I could check out that thing. Like, do I know how much time I have left?
I feel like you probably would.
Can it do?
Roll intelligence check.
Okay, as an eagle.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't think this is the way it was meant to be. Okay, that's not so bad. 13.
You're mostly sure, but you're not 100% about like how much time you got.
I'm gonna go check out the thing real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly down, give it a good swoop, and then
Okay.
see what's what.
So you fly down, you spot this thing, you fly over to it. It does appear to be some kind of little, I don't know if it's a village or there are little like huts that are there. There are a couple people.
Are they humans?
Roll
Or
perception.
are they human like?
Roll perception.
Oh jeez. Oh no, that's not a good one. Ho ho, natural 20.
All right, they do seem on the somehow human, maybe elf human, bipedal.
They don't look like lizard people.
Correct. Do not look like lizard people. Look like some kind of
And I'm not saying like not the dragon, not the dragon people, but you know what I mean. The underwater lizard.
Right, yes.
Not that there's anything wrong with being an underwater lizard person.
Right. We don't want to make any distinctions there, but we're just
We are
saying.
specists now.
Right. Definitely, Teddy has had some interactions with some species that have made him jaded. They are milling about. It looks like a couple have spotted you, and I don't know if they've decided to start. I'm not sure. They're pointing at you, and they look excited about you flying about.
Because I'm sure nobody on this island has ever seen an eagle before, because we're on an island. Eagles just don't fly on islands, okay?
Well, I mean, if there's a giant
It's not.
eagle.
It's not a giant eagle, it's just a regular
A
eagle.
regular eagle? Well, it's still pretty cool to see.
Could I be a giant eagle? Hey, why can't I be a giant eagle?
I don't know. I think probably later.
Wait, it's only challenge rating 1. Why can't I be a giant eagle? This list I looked up is garbage.
Mm.
Oh, wait. Giant eagle is on the list.
Well, were you a regular eagle or a giant eagle?
I'm a regular eagle.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty cool to see an eagle up in the air that's like circling about. I don't know how.
I'll fly back to my companions.
Okay. You fly back.
How much time has passed?
You're not exactly positive because you are an eagle and you're not sure.
Squawk.
Do you land on anybody? Do you like?
Sure, give him that option.
Yeah, I land on Kyphira's head.
Kyphira, you like these talons just glom on your head.
Squawk.
Squawk, uh-huh. I smack him accidentally, very on purpose.
Squawk.
Tessa's just loving the bird noises, I can tell.
Oh, she can't even hear them.
But anyways,
Oh,
or
yeah.
just telling Sarah to go night-nights.
You must. Do you hear the squawking? Do you know they're
Squawk.
squawking?
You could come out of the shape early, Teddy.
I don't know about that. Oh, I guess if I stopped concentrating on it, I could. But what would be the fun in that? Fine, I land on the ground and I end the spell. Okay, here's what I found out. We're on an island. Kind of a bummer. But there is a small village thing if we go down this path. Not the coastal one, but this other one. They didn't seem aggressive. Definitely not water people. Made sure to check for that one.
Great. So what are the chances they'll know where they are in relation to other islands?
You know what I didn't check for though is boats.
You mean at the little group that you saw?
Yeah.
You did notice that they were pretty high up. Like, they're at the top of this. Like,
oh, they're on like a cliff.
Right. Like, this is up.
They could still have boats though.
Yeah, they could. Like, I guess they would be down below.
Well, it's our best option. Maybe they know where mainland is.
Unfortunately, you're probably right.
It's a good thing I didn't spend any time planning anything, because no one could plan for this.
All in favor to go to the unknown village of unknown people to see if...
You definitely should have known that this was gonna occur.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think going somewhere seems like a good idea, but should we be stealthy?
Well, it sounds like everyone's in favor. Let's go.
Yep,
Okay.
let's go.
Or we could let Florin finish her sentence.
No, it's fine. I didn't want to. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So you all follow this path. It's a mountain. You know, it's rocky. It's not rocky like full of rocks, but it's definitely like a rough path through the mountains. You know, you gotta jump on some rocks and over some logs and over a brook and under a tree. I don't know. It's a good time. As you travel through, it takes you probably an hour or so to kind of get through it and kind of wade through everything. And you kind of see a clearing ahead, and you see just a little like pod of houses ahead.
Are they houses or like
Little huts.
huts?
Little huts. Like Pizza Hut, but huts. No pizza. Just a hut.
It's a bummer.
It's like Pizza Hut without the pizza, so it's just a hut.
How much you want to bet that we don't speak their language? Place your bets now. I bet. Ooh, they could
I'm
be
not
druids. They could be druids. They could know druidic.
I walk up and go, Pete!
You just go walk up randomly into the village and say
Yeah,
something to a
And
person.
say pizza in Spanish.
Oh, and the random person's like, who are you? I don't. This is incredibly. I don't.
For my friend.
I
Sorry for my friends.
don't. We're not used to. We don't normally get visitors here. I don't.
Oh no!
This is awkward.
Place your bets. Who bets that we're gonna get a new person to the party in this town?
So, we got separated from our ship, lost at sea, and found this island. Any idea how to get to the next nearest island?
Do you have a name for this island?
That
Of course we have a name for our islands. I just gotta put it into a word that you can understand, because I didn't think of it. It's, oh, okay.
Okay, maybe a name wasn't the right question to ask.
I didn't think of one. It's called the Silent Refuge.
Don't get a lot of visitors here, huh?
No, we don't get many at all. Actually, it's been quite a long time. I mean, occasionally, but not really. No one usually comes here. It's not that exciting.
Where would we be in relation to, say, Mooncarn?
I don't, I mean, I know there's land, like, if you go east, if you follow this, our port and go east, there's land. I don't know what it's called.
Is there a map somewhere we might look at?
A map?
Kyphir, I think you're thinking that these people are way more advanced than they are. They have
No.
stick huts. They have longhouses here.
No, there's no map. We just know, like, how we just, you know, things based on how the
Do you see
relation.
many boats go by this island? Do you see many boats?
Yeah, well, sometimes, yeah, they come through they come through this pass over here, and he points out towards the this direction. And they stop, and they will especially the excuse me when we're out fishing, we will see boats out in that area. We tend to stick to that side of the island. I mean, we have been to the other side. I haven't seen as many boats out that way. I'm not quite sure. Definitely more on this side.
So if we go back to our little ship, bring it round to this side of the island, where would we go from here to get to the next bit of land?
You would go, well, you would just keep going, and he just points like this way. He's like, you could get to land if you went that way.
Okay.
Thank you. It's a better plan than what we had.
By a lot.
Did you want anything? I don't know. What do you need any? I mean, we don't have a lot of things, but do you need anything to eat, or would you like some grubs? We have some yucca and some sweet potato.
I think we'll be okay. We're mostly looking to get back somewhere.
Just find some land that's not an island.
That.
Oh, how did you get here? Did you, like, do you have a big ship or something?
We were on a big ship.
And then we went to a different big ship. And then we jumped off that ship and caught our little tiny boat.
You just have a
got
little
lost.
tiny boat?
Little ship.
And then
Oh.
we got lost, which is how we got here.
And as you're talking to that person, someone else comes up and, oh, strangers, I haven't haven't seen strangers here in quite a while. Welcome to the Silent Refuge. It's quite a strange, strange happening that you would end up here. Did you end up here on purpose, or?
Why is it strange? Is this like some sort of Bermuda Triangle island or something?
Well, I don't know what a Bermuda Triangle is, but it's more that we don't typically get visitors. Tend to kind of just tends to just be us up here on this hill.
We stumbled our way across your island on accident. We got separated from our ship, and we then got lost at sea, and we're looking to get back to land.
Do you people have any boats on this half of the island?
Well, we have little fishing boats. They're just little, though. We use them. We can't, I mean, it's not something we could part with. I mean, we just...
We'll
Our
go
boat's
and
probably
get our,
bigger.
We'll go back to our own boat, Teddy. Let's...
I mean, we could have just traded boats. You know, that was the idea, is that maybe we could trade boats. Then we wouldn't have to bring it all the way over here.
Let's just go get ours and get going.
I suppose we could do that.
Thank you for your help.
But would you like something to eat, maybe? Some yucca or some sweet potato?
No, thank you though.
But we just haven't had visitors in a long time, and just be kind of, you know, it's nice to have new people. Where did you, what are you looking for?
Which island are we looking for again? I
We're
can't
looking
remember.
to get to Mooncarn.
Oh, I don't
Okay.
know where that is. That seems pretty far away.
Does your island have any, you know, local legends or anything?
Local legends?
Stories passed down from generation
You
to
would like a
generation?
story? Is that what you would like?
You know, just
You love
wondering.
stories. You should definitely tell him a story.
Oh. Well, how about we make you some yucca and some sweet potato and we'll tell you a story?
I mean, but we also need to get our boat.
We'll go with her plan.
Yes, they've been so kind to us. We wouldn't want to be rude.
You're
I
gonna
was just,
stay
you know-
first. Oh, that's...
We'll
I
stay
mean,
for
I-
our story, and then we can be on our way.
So, they, like, all of a sudden, like, there's not, like, a ton of people, and this is maybe, like, 10. But these people, like, they start, like, cooking up a couple of... They don't have a lot of food either, but they definitely have some vegetables that they cook up. They start cooking up something, and
They must have fish.
yeah, they definitely have fish that they cook up for you, and they, like, make, like, a little circle, and they're like, well, so a long time ago, this island used to be it was a mountain, because it was not you know, before the lakes were covered and before the sea was the sea. This was one of the highest spots in the in this area. It was a very high mountain, and our people would climb up here every year to pay homage to the god Meduviar. And are you writing notes, Janelle? Oh, this is great. Well,
I'm
Why does
reading
Meduviar
notes.
sound familiar?
and
What does what sound familiar?
Meduviar.
and
I don't know.
we would every year
Meduviar was the evil elf.
every year, we would bring him some gifts, and we would bring them up this very tall mountain, and he would usually accept them. And if he didn't accept them, then some kind of bad thing would happen. Usually it was like a blight or a plague on our people. One year, the and they like start handing you out like little bowls of this yucca and the fish and the sweet potato as they're telling you this story. Mm, mm, mm. Hold on. Oh, one year, our people had grown a lot of yucca, and they brought it to the top of the mountain to leave for Maduviar, but he was not pleased with our offering of yucca, and so he he turned it all. It became spoiled and like poisonous. Our people got very sick, and we didn't know what to do. And so one of our warriors, a young woman named Tallulah, she wanted to help our people because they were all getting sick from the poisoned yucca, and so she started to train it and investigate different ways that she could work out how to combat this poisonous plant. As they're telling the story, like people are like looking at it and they're like they're like really super encouraging you to eat their special yucca fish sweet potato.
After hearing the story, I don't know if I want this yucca.
Poisoned yucca that concerns you?
Like, question. You did actually meet this Meduvir god when you went up the mountain, did you?
No, because this happened many years ago. You said you want a story. It's just a story. It's been passed down.
Yeah. Of course. Yes.
For many years. It's just a story that's been passed down.
Mm-hmm,
But try the fish because the fish is very good. We boil it in the yucca leaves and
boiled fish, huh?
Oh, that's delightful.
If you're just is sitting there quietly, like nibbling at some of the food to try it, again trying to be polite to these people that have clearly not had visitors in a very long time.
Janfire, what are you doing?
Listening to the story.
Are you eating their food that they're trying to make you eat?
I'm just so engaged in their story. I haven't had an opportunity to eat the food yet.
Teddy, what are you doing?
I'm avoiding the yucca.
But what about the
Don't
sweet
like it.
potato and the fish?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm trying it.
Okay. So,
I don't know how fish boiled in poisonous yucca.
and so the Tallulah, she she was able the next year to go up the mountain, and she challenged Maduviar, and she told him that she left a treat. Actually, she left an offering from Maduviar because she wanted to trick him, and so she left him fish that we had left out for many weeks. It was very smelly and boiled, like rotten, and we also had encased it with some sweet potato that we put together into a dish for Maduviar, and we
Is anyone else eating this food? Like any one of the villagers?
Oh yeah, no, they're totally eating it. They love it.
Oh.
Yeah, no, they are 100% eating this food.
It could be just that they built a bit of immunity. Yeah.
And they left it for him, and she waited in the bushes for Maduviar to come and accept the offering, but he saw through what she had done because he's a god, or he's very powerful. It depends on the story, and so he was very angry with us for trying to trick him, and so he cursed us and sent us to this island, and the only things that we are able to eat are yucca and sweet potato and fish. Those are the only foods that we have had access to for a very long time because we have been punished by this god and the very powerful wizard person, and so that's why we live here in the top of this mountain area. And if we leave, we get very sick if we try to leave this area. It's just I don't, because of the way that we're cursed, we can't leave. It just unfortunately it just makes us very sick. And so when the waters rose, it isolated us in many ways, but we kind of have learned to, I guess, deal with it because there is nothing else that we can do anyways. It's not like we could leave. Has given us better access to some of the fish that is in the water, and the yucca grows well, and the sweet potato in this particular area, it's the only thing that grows.
Does
Okay.
Kyphira have detect magic?
Okay, but Kyphira, you nibbled some of the food. And Teddy, you nibbled some of the food. So roll a Constitution saving throw.
Why did I see this one coming, dude?
Wait,
Yeah, you ate it anyway.
we saw it coming, let's be honest. An unnatural 20.
Wow.
Totally fine. Best roll of the night, guys. Right here.
9.
Oh, Teddy, you suddenly, like, your stomach you're just not, nope, it's not feeling good. Like, you have to hurl. And other things. Like, you're just,
Bleh.
all of a sudden, you're not feeling good.
Oh, gee, guys, I hope there's a bathroom close by because, man, it's gonna be a mess.
They kind of just they're like you could just they just point you to an area, um, off to the side. um.
Great. Gonna make it, Teddy?
It's pretty rough.
I don't know what is wrong with your friend. I do know that sometimes the food can be a little intense for everyone. I think that he ate the most, actually.
I did not.
Yeah, you ate the fish and the sweet potato. You said you were.
I ate a little bit. I had a little bit.
Mm.
I was nibbling.
So did
it.
everybody else.
All right. So, yeah, Teddy, you are, you have a few minutes off to the side there, and the people are milling about, and they're just like, oh, is there something else we could do for you? Hmm. Oh, that's too funny. Um, they just like they're very interested in. They're like, would you like to see the rest of the island, or could we show you? Do you need to see some other? Do you need some other information? Can we help you out?
I think once my friend is done, or is feeling a little better, we'll be on our way. We'll have to go grab our boat, and
Maybe they can move our boat for us.
we can move our own boat. Don't worry about it.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to help.
You'll help.
You'll be fine.
Kyphera, you kind of notice that two of the little villagers kind of like just start walking off somewhere. Like they just kind of walk off somewhere. It doesn't. I mean, maybe it just seems normal to you, or maybe not. There's.
Do I notice what general direction they're heading off in?
They're heading off down another path that you haven't been down. Like, they're going I don't know why this one booted me. I'm really having a lot of fun with this right now. It's like a path, and it seems to be going like this way. You don't know where it goes.
Well, they couldn't possibly know where our boat is, so.
We hit it excellently.
And you said I did kind of notice them
Yeah.
kind of nonchalantly walking off.
Mhm.
I asked whoever I'm talking to there, where does that path lead, just out of curiosity, while we're waiting for our friend?
Oh, that path leads to wait, the stall is more me trying to think of an answer than them. That path leads to some of our yucca gardens where we have planted. They're going down to check on the plants and do some gardening for us so that we have yucca for the day and year and the sweet potato.
Have your harvests been doing well?
Well, yes, we have had a fairly good harvest. We tend to have good yucca harvest overall. Yes. We're able to store enough for when the colder seasons come and we're not able to grow as much.
That's good. Is Teddy still getting sick over in the corner?
I like how Teddy's really
just into it.
He's faking it.
All right, Teddy. We should probably.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be a couple more hours, guys.
Okay, well, we'll just leave you here. No worries.
Have fun eating yucca and sweet potato and boiled fish.
Oh God, please do not leave me here.
I like how he's be like, wait, no. Teddy's made a miraculous recovery, guys.
Are you sure that you don't need any other supplies for
Yep.
traveling?
Oh, no, we're fine. We don't need anything. We don't need any food. We don't need. We're all good. We're all good. We can get this boat on out of here. All by our. Yeah, we're all good. We can do it.
we appreciate your help, but no, we had stocked up on supplies before we got on our last boat, and we have yet to have to use them, so we should be okay until we find land.
Okay, roll your lying. Deception.
Not technically a lie.
No, it is a lie because you're on a rowboat that you picked up.
Yes, but I didn't lie about not having to use many of our supplies yet. What is it? Deception?
Yeah.
17.
Okay, fine. All right. They're like, oh. Well, I mean, because we could give you some yucca and some sweet potato.
Oh no, we're all good. We're fully stocked. Stocked to the brim, full of food and stuff. Foodstuffs.
Or we
Could possibly hold any more.
So we could could show you where we store the yucca for winter.
I don't. What? Why?
It's a fascinating cave.
Okay, wait, hold on. Quick question for Kaifira. Wasn't one of the places that we needed to go a mountain?
Cave.
A cave in a mountain?
Yeah. What are the chances that what they call the Silent Refuge is one of the islands we need to be at?
I do not know. What are the odds that Meduvir is actually Medubir?
I say pretty good.
Wait, was Medubir before or after? No, Medubir wasn't the vampire though. Medubir was an evil elf.
Mm-hmm.
Medubir was the powerful elf dude that because formed the when the dudes fought and formed the sea.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
Lake of the Trace Warriors.
Yes,
So,
that was that. But so the vampire was before that.
Hmm.
right, but like, one of my notes is when Henry got killed and buried, it was at a small town with tall trees. I didn't make a note of. We didn't know which island that it actually was.
Oh man, I have lush trees and special plants
I have
written
special
down.
flowers slash herbs.
Oh, what are the odds that it's the yucca and the sweet potatoes? Ho ho.
I think maybe we should see their storage.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think yucca and sweet potatoes are special plants.
Not special to you.
Right. Real special to these people. So we have the cast off armor. What?
Wait, you have what? You have what now?
Talking out of game.
Ooh, that was a close one.
That was a good save there, Kyphera.
Colty, the ranger, he was the one that died in a cave.
Yeah, but do we think it's this cave? Do we think it's this system of caves?
We have no idea. Best case, these people are actually living on one of the islands we need to go to. Worst case, we waste some time.
I mean, let's be honest. We were gonna waste time anyway.
True. This might be a more productive waste of time. Maybe we should see the where they store it. Could be quite interesting and
Oh, the one moon was split into 3 moons when the Lake of the Trace Warriors was created. Thanks, World Anvil.
Whoa.
Right, that's why there is some stuff there. Okay, yeah. You want to see the cave with the yucca and the sweet potato?
I guess.
if you don't mind.
Okay. So they bring you down. They're like, oh, okay, we haven't had anyone. Oh, this is so exciting. They bring you down. I just gotta. A path. It's this blue path. And there's like just a cave opening down there. They're like, this is where we keep all the yucca and the sweet potato. And it's just we store things here because it's fairly safe. They do have it like blocked off. There's like a rock that they're able to move out of the way so that they can kind of get in there.
How deep is the cave? How far does the cave go?
As far as your mind. No, the cave is not super big. It goes in a maybe like 40 feet, 50
So
maybe.
it's not like a cave system. This is definitely not the cave, guys.
Yeah,
Why
no.
did we come here?
There are just like wicker, like woven baskets full of sweet potato and yucca plant that are in these baskets. There's also like fish that is being brined. So there's a fish thing that you can do with fish. I don't remember. It's very Roman. It's very Latin. You can do a thing. With fermented fish. What is it called? That's a Roman fermented fish sauce. Guarum. Yeah. Yeah, they're fermenting some fish in there too. They're like, this is our fish sauce that we sometimes put on the yucca and the sweet potato to make it taste good in the winter, to just make it taste different. And they show you like these. It's just these very tall baskets of stuff. They're really excited about it.
I fear this isn't the cave.
No, it's not. Thank you
We
for
should
showing.
we should get our boat.
Yes, we definitely don't want to impose any longer. We appreciate you showing us this. It's fascinating.
But we just, we haven't seen people in so long. It's been such a long time since we've seen anyone. I mean, usually people we see them from a distance. We don't really get to see people up close.
So, you want to help us get a boat?
No, we're not. They've helped us enough. We can get the boat. I pull out the picture of the sea monster that I found in one of the caves somewhere along the line when we were underwater. And I, to the best of my ability, it's like, you guys have helped us so much and, shared a story, so I just briefly shared the story of the sea monster that we heard the librarian telling the little kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I hand them the picture.
That's so cool. That,
As thanks for being so kind to us and showing us all of this.
Well, that was that was a story. I have a story. I can tell them a story.
yeah.
Oh boy.
I tell them the story of what was that island we were on?
The collapsing isle.
Thank you.
Yes. I tell them the story of the Battle of the Collapsing Isle.
Right.
A much more interesting story in which us four vanquished the foes that attacked the island.
Are you singing this story, or are you just telling this story? And are you telling it in the cave, or are you going back to the village?
We'll walk back to the village.
Kyphira just told the story in the cave.
We'll be walking back to the village. Mine was a very, very brief story. It wasn't like it was some great saga of this battle of this island.
I mean, I'm not singing it, but I could, strum a few chords in between each, a little bit, just to make it more entertaining. It's not a song per se. It's just like it's not like a ballad, but it's just like a more entertaining form of storytelling.
A story with just a little bit of background music.
Sure. It's just a story about how us, Teddy's traveling troupe of troubadours and magical minstrels of mesmerizing musical merit, vanquished the underwater demons that attacked the town on the collapsing isle. We drove them back into the water, typical hero stuff.
And once we get done with that, we go to collect our boat.
Okay, so you tell your stories. They're definitely trying to convince you to stay, but you You go back down, follow the path. You find your boat, put it in the water, starts to sink.
Our boat starts to sink?
Mm-hmm.
Why does it start to sink? Can I find the hole?
Also,
There's nobody else on this island.
Can I find the hole?
And I
Not
just
yet.
told them this
He
grand story
froze.
about us.
who froze?
You did.
Am
Yeah,
I
you
still
did.
frozen?
No.
No.
But can I find the hole in the boat?
No, just clean your jets.
I just told them this grand story of how powerful and great we are.
Everyone, roll an initiative roll for me just so I can rank you. Just gives me a
14.
6.
I just told
20.
them how great we are. We saved a whole town of innocent people.
Wait, I gotta find.
Against a very mighty foe that most men would have run away from. But not us. Not Teddy's traveling troupe of troubadours and magical minstrels of mesmerizing musical merit.
Okay, I let that slide because these poor people have clearly not had much contact with the outside world. But that's not a thing.
I just need it to be one thing though. Okay. So, first of all, I'm gonna start with Janfire. It hits because your AC is 20 and it was a 21. It's
Why are they hitting us?
it's just a little blow dart, and you have to do a Constitution save.
Um, 17.
I think you made it. Okay. Teddy, what did you roll for? What was your
14.
Okay, and Kyfrio, what was yours?
6.
Okay. Teddy, what's your AC?
Way higher than Janfire's.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 16.
Okay. You also get hit. Roll Constitution.
Saving throw?
Yeah.
9.
Okay, you take 2 points of damage. It's poison damage. They're poison darts. They're poison. It's a poison.
Can we see where they're coming from?
Just a minute. Let me finish these. Kyphira, what's your AC?
Disadvantage 12, but disadvantage because of the displacer cloak.
They still hit you. Roll Constitution.
Would it be considered a ranged attack?
Yeah.
'Cause I also have the gloves of missile snaring. Could I try to catch it? Or...
Roll Perception.
24?
Okay, sure. You can try to catch it.
Oh yeah, is it a missile?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind for future.
So I reduced the damage by 3.
You only
Or,
had
well-
1 damage.
I only had 1 damage.
Yeah, okay. And Florence, oddly enough, didn't hit. Was the only one. So it's just like a little, you get these little, like, it's just like a little mosquito bite. Teddy though, is definitely starting to feel um, little bit off. So, Kaifir, are you looking for the hole or are you looking to see where they are? Which one?
I'm looking to see where they are,
Okay, roll perception.
because that's kind of the bigger threat. 19.
Yeah, you can see them. They're in the wood. They're up on the cliff on the wood near the woods. They're not super far away. I don't know what the
Are they within 90 feet or are they further than that?
they are a little bit further. They're further than that.
I move. I take a couple steps. Like, I want to get them within a range I can use my pistol,
Okay.
and I'd like to take aim at one of them.
Okay.
And hopefully I roll well. Sorry, I'm trying to remember something. I mean, it doesn't hit. I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay.
but-
Janfire, what are you doing? You're quiet. No. You're broken.
I can
Janfire.
hear him just barely, just a little bit.
I can't hear him at all.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, a little button thing got moved. I'm gonna run in their direction.
Okay. They're up the cliff. So, you're just gonna keep trying to go up that? You're gonna what's your distance?
40 feet on movement.
Okay. So you run towards them, but you don't quite reach them.
They had no reaction to the sound of Kaifir's gun.
Well, you don't. I mean, it's not their turn yet. What are you doing, Teddy?
Are they within 90 feet?
If you move, they are.
Okay, I'm gonna move so that they're within 90 feet. And I'm gonna try and cast Sleep.
Okay.
So what is that? Eight D8. Where did sleep go? That's 8D8. No, 9. No. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Um, 37.
Is it their hit points?
Yeah, it goes against their hit points.
Okay. So one of them falls asleep.
If it doesn't have enough to make the next one fall asleep, then it doesn't do anything. It doesn't actually reduce their hit points. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
their hit points use up from the 37. I guess they could wake him up by slapping him or something. There was an attempt.
You know what? Florence just gonna unpoison you. Seems like a good thing to do. The two little guys up there. One of them, like he's just like the one that's awake. Kind of like hits the other one, and then like they run off into the woods. They kind of disappear. So, you don't really see where they go necessarily. But if you want to chase them, you can.
No, I go back to looking for the hole in the boat.
Okay. You can see the hole in the boat.
I cast mending.
Okay.
The breaker tear has to be no larger than a foot.
Yeah, okay, you're able to,
I mean, they could just smash up the whole boat.
yeah, they could have, but there was just a little, I guess it was just a little hole. So takes you a minute or so, and Florin, I think, can help out. She might have that one too, maybe. Maybe not.
It's instantaneous. It doesn't take long.
Okay.
It would take longer for us to, empty the boat of water.
Right. And y'all hop in the boat, and which way are you going?
We're following the island to the right, kind of, so we could get to the other side. I assume this thing here is the boat.
Yeah, the purple on the left, the weird, like, mauve.
Squiggle, yeah.
Yeah.
We want to get over to this side so that we can follow where the person that was giving us directions was pointing.
Okay, alright.
I forget what direction they actually called it, so it's best I got for that
yeah.
one.
So you circle around the island and you start heading towards the direction that they indicate, towards some land. I want to leave it there because I think it's kind of funny. And hopefully we had audio because that would make me sad if we didn't. Alright, let's
What an island.
stop recording.